Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mitz, Ecarro, and I'm here to summarize the Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. Everything is Illuminated is a 2005 American biographical comedy drama film written and directed by Liv Schreiber. Cut. Good after Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ecarro, and I'm here to summarize you the Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. Everything is Illuminated is a 2005 American biographical comedy drama film written and directed by Liv Schreiber and starring Elijah Wood and Eugene Hutz. It was adapted from the novel at the same name by Jonathan Safran Foer, and was the debut film of Liv Schreiber, both as a director and a screenwriter. So I'm gonna tell you the roles of the character from this novel. Jonathan, a young American returned born in 1977. In 1977, he travels to Ukraine in order to research his grandfather's life. He wants to find his grandfather's hometown, Trachimbrod, and a woman named Augustine, who saved his grandfather from the Nazis. Alexander Perchub, Jonathan's guide throughout his trip to Ukraine, also known as Sasha and Shapka. He is the same age as Jonathan. He writes and speaks in charmingly butchered English. Alec writes chapters for Jonathan's book and sends them to him. He also writes letters to Jonathan that critique his writing. Alex has an abusive father and dreams of a better life in America for his younger brother and himself. Little Igor, Alex's younger brother, whom father calls the clumsy one because he is always bruised. Father, Alex's father, who is also named Alex. He works for Heritage Touring, a travel agency that coordinates trips for American Jews to research their roots in Poland, Ukraine, and surroundings area. He calls Alex Shapka, meaning her hat. Mother, Alex's mother, whom he is always frustrating, or in Alex's words, is splaining. Grandfather, Alex's grandfather, who is called Alex, although he was named Eli before the war. He is tormented by his memories of the war. Alex is a fat old man with gold teeth and a persistent 5 o'clock shadow. He recently retired from Heritage, touring his last of many employers. He has been depressed and temperamental ever since his wife's death from brain cancer 2 years earlier. He claims he is blind and he has seeing-eye dog named Sammy Davis Jr. Despite his claims, he is the driver for Jonathan's trip. Sammy Davis Jr. Supposed to function as a seeing-eye dog, she is named after grandfather's favorite singer, Sammy Davis Jr. The youngest Alex refers to her as the seeing-eye bitch and claims she is deranged. She is always chewing her tail and anything else she can find. Trachim B, the legendary man after whom Trachim Broad and the holiday Trachim Day are named. It is widely believed that it was his wagon that plunged into the Broad River on March 18, 1791. Although the legend is never confirmed, all accounts of his life and death are purely conjecture. The W twins, Chana and Hannah, twin daughters of the well-regarded Rabbi, they were apparently the first people on the scenes of Trachim B wagon accident. Yekel D, the disgraced usurer or moneylender of Trachim Broad, and Broad's adopted father, formerly named Safran, is the forced to wear an abacus bead around his neck after he is convicted of unfair business practices. His wife leaves him for the bureaucrat who helps with his trial. He never tells Broad that he is not her real father. Britzel R, the gift fishmonger or trachtenbrod that is. He sells gefitel fish to the townspeople. Sofioka N., the Mad Square, or landowner of Trachtenberg. He is known for being dishonest and masturbating all the time, often in public. He rigs the second lottery so that the Sheltel is officially named after him on census records and maps. He takes Brod's virginity by rape. He dies a violent, humiliating death on the same night. He is murdered, mutilated, and hung from a tree. The well-regarded rabbi, the rabbi of the upright synagogue in Trachtenberg. He always yells when he has something to say. He holds two lotteries, one to pick Brod's father and one to pick a name for Trachtenberg. His daughters are the W twins Chana and Hannah. Shana T., the sad shadow of deceased philosopher Pinchas T. Every time there is a vote or contest, she enters her own opinions under his name. Brod, Lonatan's great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. She is the baby who emerged from the wreckage of the Trachtenberg wagon. She is adopted by Yankel and named after the Broad River. She marries the Colker and they have three children, all named Yankel. Broad is stubborn, sad, and incapable of loving. The Colker, also known as Shalom and Safran, he wins the Trachimday contest by recovering the sack of gold coins, and then he follows Broad home. There, they marry and have three children after an accident at the flour mill. He lives the rest of his life with a saw blade stuck in his head. The injury leads him to abuse Broad. When he dies, his body is made into a bronze statue that is also a sondial and is considered a good luck charm. It becomes known as the Dial. Safran, Jonathan's grandfather, the one he is researching, he lived in the Trachtenberg. A woman named Augustine saved him from the Nazis, but he died shortly after coming to America. Before the war, he had a wife named Soja, who died along with their newborn daughter in the Nazi raid on Trachtenberg. As a young man, he was exceedingly promiscuous. Lista, also known as the Old Woman. She is the last remaining survivor of Trachtenberg. She keeps all the objects that are left from Shetel. When Alex, Jonathan, and grandfathers first met, they think she is Agustin. Safran was her first lover. When they were teenagers, now she is poor, thin, and toothless, and she wears stained clothing. Soja, Safran's first wife. Her parents are the wealthy Tova and Minachim, and she lives with them in the largest house in Trachtenberg. She has a younger sister named Maya. She dies in the river with the baby when Nazis raid Trachtenberg. Maya, Soja's younger sister. She has sex with Safran in her cellar while a wedding reception goes up to up I reception goes on upstairs. The Gypsy Girl, Safran's lover of 7 years before he marries, she commits suicide as the Nazis bomb Trachtenberg. Rose W., the old widow to whom Safran loses his virginity. She molests him when he visits her on a charity visits for the Sloucher congregation. From then on, they are lovers. Jonathan's grandmother. She escaped from Kolki before the Nazis arrived, and then apparently walked across Europe. She met Jonathan's grandfather after the war in a camp for displaced persons. They emigrated to America, but he died shortly thereafter while she was pregnant with Jonathan's mother. We never learn her name. Jonathan thinks of her fondly, but he is scared to tell her that he went to Ukraine. Herschel, Grandfather's Jewish best friend from Kolki. He dies at the hands of the Nazis after grandfather identifies him as a Jew. Wits of Ardish, a fictional clan. They are exiled to the rooftops and they depend on cigarettes to stay happy. When they run out of matches, they become hysterical until a child realizes that each cigarette can light another. They devise a smoking schedule so that they always have a light. The book's writing and structure received critical acclaim for the manner in which it switches between two stories, both of which are autobiographical. One of them is the fictionalized history of the eradicated town of Trochenbrod, a real exclusively Jewish city in Poland before the Holocaust, where the author's grandfather was born. The second narrative encompasses Foer's trip to Ukraine in search the remnants and memories of Trochenbrod, as well as the author's writing in progress.